Okay, it's time for the next episode, and this is Unhack, a game that I found through a Discord server called OSC. It is basically a Discord server about uh, really obscure games, speedrunning them. So if you want to check out this game or any other game that might be obscure, maybe not many people have played them, you can go there. Every month there is a poll in which we choose which game to speedrun next. And I am barely in time to speedrun this game. Well, obviously I can speedrun this game whenever I want, but for the month I'm barely in time for speedrunning this game. So let's start, let's try to learn it. Now, the problem about this game is it's the community is really small. It's about 2 people basically. So there are not many. Well, there is no guide basically. So I need to learn by watching some speedruns and understanding a couple of stuff. What I already know is there are 3 categories. There are more than 3 categories. Let me check it out quickly. Okay, there are 2 main categories, any percent and glitchless. Also, there are some miscellaneous categories like the Destruction DLC and mouse percent, which I will attempt at some point. So basically, any percent obviously has glitches and glitchless doesn't. And I will explain to you now what all of that entails. So, this game, the studio who made this game usually makes visual novels. This is not really a visual novel, even though it has some elements, some visual novel elements. In every level, what you need to do is navigate through mazes, basically avoid obstacles and go to the end, more or less. The first glitch is it gets triggered when you enter either level 9 or 10 and exit it, and then start the game, because your speed is capped for the first 8 levels, but it gets uncapped in the last 2 levels. So if you enter one of the last 2 levels and then you exit from it, your speed will be uncapped for every level, which obviously is really useful. The second glitch is really weird. I will show it to you. It's only useful in a couple of places. I think it is only used in the second level, but I will show it to you. Basically, it's triggered by skipping some dialogue really fast, and this will duplicate the level. I will show you because this is really hilarious. So now I'm mashing through to skip some dialogue, and yeah, I got it. Basically, the level started twice, so now you can see that this is a complete mess. Oh my god, this is amazing. And basically it's useful because in this level you need to go all the way to the bottom of the maze and then all the way up again. And if you have 2 instances of the game open at the same time, you can basically go to the bottom with 1 instance of the level and remain on the top with the other one, so you don't need to backtrack. Okay, let's try it. Because oh my god. To familiarize with the game, I decided to play the first level a couple of times, and as you can see, I died many times, and I had a lot to learn.
You need to get inside that nest.
Okay, let me try to do this. I want to try the first level a couple of times just to get the hang of it, because the first level is the easiest one. Then I want to actually do something different from what I did in Monkey Island. I want to... So let me do this. Okay. I want to practice the last level first. I want to practice the last level and then in descending order all the other ones. Because yeah, the nerves when you have a good run but you haven't practiced the last part that well. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So yeah, I should practice the last parts first. You should take some notes. Do I have a piece of paper which is not like in terrible shape? So the first level, okay. The first level in the first room, what do I need to do? Because you can buffer movements here, so if you don't really need to react if you can buffer movements. Okay, I talked about taking notes and memorizing the levels. It didn't work. It didn't work at all for me, so I scrapped it away as soon as possible. I practiced the levels from level 8 to level 10 for more or less an hour. And yeah, I died many times. Oh god.
Advance with caution, Mr. Creator. If Weedy escapes from here,
Nope.
this is our last chance.
Okay, how do I do this? How do I do this? I remember. Ah, this room. I freaking hate this room.
Weedy must have copied the one. I only wanted to protect Weedy, yet all I ever do is make her afraid.
But I felt like I was just starting to learn to play the game, which is good, and I decided to end the day there. Yes! I started the second day by doing some warm-up. I decided to play the levels I played the day before, and I noticed a bit of improvement, which was nice. Also, I noticed that if you die in a level and you respawn, obviously, considering that everything is on a cycle, everything will be different from what you're used to, which means that you need to react and you cannot really memorize exactly what you're gonna do, which sometimes can be a pain. After that, I spent a lot of time practicing levels 5 to 7. I watched the world record run to understand exactly what I needed to do, and I tried my hand at it. My muscle memory is telling me to do so many wrong things in this level. As I did yesterday, I died so many times, and it took me a long while to do level 5. Actually, there is a strat the world record uses that I decided not to do. I decided to be a bit slower but a bit safer because I couldn't pull it off. And after all of this practice, I decided to end the day by playing every level from level 5 to level 10, and here I really noticed a big improvement compared to the day before. I felt like I was getting really fast, I wasn't doing so many mistakes, and I was really happy about it. At the beginning of the third day, I did some practice of the levels I practiced in the day before, and I was really improving, I was really happy about it. But I'm not gonna show them, I showed them enough. What I wanna show you right now is the new levels I practiced. I practiced level 1, 3 and 4. There is a reason why I didn't practice level 2 for now. And that reason is that level 2 is a weird level that I wanted to practice in isolation. Okay, I have an idea for level 2. In this stage there is a glitch in which, well, it works for every stage, but it is only useful in level 2. You can skip the initial dialogue so fast that for some reason the level starts twice. But the two instances of the level are offset in time, basically, so you can basically, while moving, you can move ahead in one instance of the level compared to the other, so you are basically in different rooms and doing different things at once, okay? And this is useful because in level 2 you need to go all the way down and back again. But the level completes if one instance of the level, in one instance you have gotten all the way down, and in the other instance you have remained in the first room. So that's quite neat. Um, Most probably I just need to care about the second instance of the level, which is the one in which I actually move somewhere, because in the first one I just remain in the first room. So I will practice without the glitch, just going down the level. Then I will try to see if doing the same things but with the glitch make me end the level. So yeah, let's do this. Man, remembering what to do.
I'm certain A2 is listening.
Nope, I need to go here first. Oh my god.
This is... Let us move, dear Unhacker.
Okay. Now let's try with the glitch.
Please try to be serious. Please try to be serious.
Okay.
Let us begin. No, it is
This is so...
Please watch your words.
This
I'm
is
certain
so
A2 is listening.
weird. But it's not that difficult, to be honest.
I will
Oh, come on.
please, this isn't... That was too close for comfort.
Oh, yeah, I need to do that. Come on.
Let them get
After practicing level 2 for actually not that long, I was feeling really confident and I decided to try to do some runs. And I wasn't able to finish them. I could have, but I thought that at least wanted to have a no death run. I wanted to have a run which was at least a bit decent. But at least I tried to do a run, I saw what I needed to improve. And I was quite happy for how the day went.
How can I lose?
The next day was the first day, and there were some news because the world record was beaten twice. And in these two new runs I noticed that in some levels these two runners were able to skip some cycles that I didn't skip and be a lot faster in certain levels, which is something that I try to do, I try to practice. And in fact, what I decided to do was to just start practicing. Even though I already practiced every level, I started by practicing some more. But before long I decided to do some runs and I went along with it. And even though I wasn't able to finish any runs, I still think it was the right decision to take, because it helped me practice consistency, it helped me understand what I messed up more because of pressure. And also I practiced the small amount of manuing required in the run, which is not that difficult, but still you need to practice it. The fifth day went along basically the same lines. I did some practice first and I did some runs later. Still, I wasn't able to finish any run because I wanted to finish runs without any deaths, without any major mistake. But I was getting better and better. And also in the fifth day I finally noticed something that I wasn't aware of. To avoid to perform the glitch that you usually perform in the second level in any other levels, I usually started to skip the dialogues at the beginning of the level a bit later than you can. But I didn't think that mattered a lot, but it does. And basically if you skip the dialogue as soon as possible, you can save up to maybe 2 or 3 seconds every level. Sure, you run the risk of triggering the glitch, the duplicating glitch in every level, and so you need to be a bit careful with your timings when stopping to skip dialogues. But it's not too bad, it's pretty easy to get the hang of it. And this leads us to day 6. Day 6, like the previous 2 days, was a day in which I decided to practice a tiny bit just to warm up and do some runs and see what happens. And I wasn't really sure. I really wanted to be able to finish a run, but as the previous days showed, I wasn't yet that proficient with the game, and completing a run was a bit difficult for me. But I kept on pushing, and at least I finished one run. Oh my god, finally. Oh, I spit it a bit early. I think. Oh goodness, I finished the run, finally. So happy. So damn happy I finished the run. Finally, finally, I was able to complete a run. It wasn't the best. Not every level was as good as I could make it, but man, I finished a run. I was so happy. And this is basically where my journey ends. Sure, there was a 7th day, and I did some runs even in the 7th day, but I basically used the 7th day to relax a bit, to do some practice, and to promise myself that I will keep pushing it. Okay, so this is the end of this week. This has been my first week of speedrunning Unhack, and it has been fun. It has been frustrating, obviously, like any other game, and it has been a lot of fun. I'm currently third in the leaderboard, and I plan on doing much better than that. But let's see. I'll see. I'll see in the future how things will be. And with this, I'll see you in the next challenge.